Have you ever stopped to think that the world's biggest millionaires don't go around telling everyone about their strategies? In fact, many of them prefer to operate in complete silence, away from the spotlight, without ostentation, without fanfare, and most importantly, without sharing the behind-the-scenes details of their own success. And do you know why? Because the fewer people know what you're doing, the less chance there is of someone trying to sabotage you or undermine your ideas. In this video, you'll discover how ordinary people became rich without telling anyone, building true empires right in front of everyone's eyes, and no one noticed. Pay close attention, because you might be making a mistake by talking too much. Take a deep breath, enjoy the video and get ready, because what you're about to hear could change your entire financial life. The secret is to control your mouth and ambition. The first rule for those who want to get really rich is to understand that you don't share your financial plan with someone who doesn't have the same mindset. When you share your dreams with someone who thinks small, the first reaction you'll get is doubt, criticism, and envy disguised as concern. And that's exactly what prevents millions of people from prospering. While you waste time explaining what you intend to do, someone else has already done it. While you justify why you want to buy that property or invest in that stock, someone else has already bought it and made a profit. The secret is to act in silence, with your head down and focused on the result. Money likes discretion.
And you know what else?
People only value ready-made results. So when the money starts to appear, don't change your speech, change your address. Keep your strategies to yourself and let the noise come from the sound of coins falling into your account. Those who talk a lot give away the gold early. You know that old saying, those who talk a lot do little? It is the essence of the silent millionaire mentality. Every great businessman, investor, or successful entrepreneur knows that the secret is not to give up the game before winning. When you keep talking about your investments, profits, secret projects, you not only attract envy, but also potential competitors and saboteurs. The game of money is strategic, and like any good chess player, those who want to win do not announce their next moves. You need to learn to work in silence, consolidate your gains without leaving a trace, invest without an audience, and change levels without prior notice. True wealth is built away from public opinion, away from curious people, and most importantly, away from those who do not truly root for you. Staying silent is an underrated millionaire strategy that separates the winners from the talkers.
Building fortune in the invisible.
While many people flaunt their expensive cars, trips, and watches on Instagram, the truly rich prefer to keep a low profile, sometimes even pretending to be ordinary people. And do you know what this generates? Freedom. Freedom to go wherever you want without being followed, to invest wherever you want without speculation, and to make decisions without the weight of other people's opinions. The fortune you build in the invisible is the one that grows the most, because it is protected from criticism, envy, and exposure. While everyone is worried about appearing rich, you need to focus on being rich. And being truly rich means having assets, having passive income dripping in every month, being able to say no to whoever you want, without fear. This mentality of financial invisibility is the greatest asset someone can have in a world where everyone wants to be seen. You earn more money when no one knows how much you already have. The importance of not showing your profits. Imagine that you made a financial investment that yielded 500,000 Brazilian reals in 6 months. The temptation to tell your friends and family, to post that screenshot on your stories, will hit you. But if you want to keep growing, you will need to suppress that urge. Those who know about your profit today, expect it tomorrow.
What if you lose it tomorrow?
What if tomorrow you decide to change investments? What if tomorrow you decide to stop and enjoy your money? Those who share too much create emotional debts and social expectations. And expectations are the greatest prison for investors. A free person is one who does not have to explain himself to anyone. Save your profits, reinvest, increase your savings, buy real estate in the company's name, operate legal accounts, and keep your name off the list of bragging rights. True wealth is the one that the world does not see, but that pays for your comfort, your peace, and your independence. Silent investments and disguised passive income. The truly rich know where to put their money to make it multiply without attracting attention. A rented commercial property in the city center, shares in real estate funds, shares in solid companies that pay dividends, businesses in partnerships without the name in the articles of association, shares in discrete startups, and even online stores that sell without any direct relation to the investor's image. These are silent investments that generate consistent and growing passive income, while the owner of the fortune remains anonymous. And here is the most powerful detail. Passive income allows you to get rich while you sleep, without having to prove anything to anyone. Those who work for money will never understand the pleasure of waking up and seeing money work for you. And if people find out about this, they will want to take a piece of it. So, keep quiet, reinvest, and live as if nothing is happening, while your account grows.
Money doente supporta fragile ego. Ego is the enemy of silent wealth.
Those who need to show off their wealth end up spending more than they should. And before they know it, they've become slaves to their own image. The silently rich don't need to prove anything. They know that the greatest proof of financial intelligence is the ability to say, "I don't need this right now." An anonymous billionaire can drive a popular car, live in a comfortable but simple house, while accumulating stocks, real estate, and income that will guarantee them for the rest of their lives. And you can only maintain this posture if you have control over your ego. Avoid ostentatious circles, expensive parties, and impulsive purchases to impress. True wealth is knowing that you can buy, but choosing not to buy because your focus is on multiplying, not showing off. Financial discretion starts with behavior, and this separates amateurs from professionals in the money game. When keeping quiet is the best move. There is a golden rule in building wealth. The closer you get to financial independence, the quieter you should be. In the beginning, it makes sense to exchange ideas, seek advice, and learn from those who are more advanced. But when you reach a level where your money is already working for you, keeping it a secret becomes a matter of financial and emotional security. With each new achievement, it is more important not to share. When no one knows, no one has an opinion, no one asks, no one tries to take it. You save energy, avoid stress, and guarantee your freedom.
Those who speak less, listen more.
And those who listen more, notice opportunities that are invisible to most. Therefore, if you really want to get rich, adopt silence as your ally. Your achievements will be much greater and more lasting when no one knows about them.
How to protect your wealth without fanfare.
Once your money starts to grow, one of the biggest traps is believing that you need to show it to the world. In their eagerness to prove that they are successful, many people expose themselves. And this exposure attracts not only curious glances, but also legal, tax, and family problems. The silent rich create structures to protect their wealth. Companies in the names of trusted front men, asset holdings, real estate purchased through legal entities, and investments spread across different financial institutions. None of this is done in a flashy way or to show off. Everything is strategic and discreet. Those who have real money do not appear on lists of the richest people, are not remembered for their imported cars or studded watches. They are the ones you would never imagine, but who sustain profitable businesses in secret, manage discreet fortunes, and keep their lives away from the spotlight. This is how you build stability without the risk of exposure or invasion. The psychology of silent money. Few people talk about the emotional side of getting rich in silence, but this is perhaps the most challenging part. Since we were little, we have been programmed to believe that we should share victories, tell plans, and share dreams. The problem is that the real world doesn't work that way. The more you talk, the more vulnerable you become. And keeping money and investments secret requires emotional discipline. You will want to tell people that you managed to close that deal, that your investment yielded 30% in the month, that you bought a promising piece of land. But this impulse needs to be controlled, because every time you share a gain, you plant the expectation of repeating the feat, and the pressure comes from all sides. Silence protects your emotions, reduces anxiety for external approval, and strengthens your focus. Truly rich people are those who know how to earn, maintain, and multiply without depending on the applause of others.
The impact of getting rich in silence on personal freedom.
Last but not least, getting rich without telling anyone gives you something that few can buy: freedom. The freedom to move around wherever you want, to invest without explanation, to make mistakes and get things right without being judged, to disappear when necessary. While others are trapped in characters they created, you live the life you chose. Quiet money doesn't require an imported car, a mansion with a mirrored facade, or a selfie in a private jet. It pays for experiences, discreet trips, access to privileged information, and decision-making power. And, above all, it makes you feel light. Because you don't have to prove anything to anyone. You can walk around in flip-flops, use an old cell phone, and be mistaken for anyone, and it doesn't affect you. The truly rich know that the peace of knowing that they are financially secure is worth much more than the worry of having to show off to feel important. If there's one thing you need to take away from this, it's that in the money game, those who talk too much give away the gold, and those who stay silent take it all. The secret isn't just knowing how to earn money, it's knowing how to hide, protect, and multiply without fanfare. The real millionaires aren't in the headlines or parading around on the timeline. They're taking action now, while most people debate and flaunt their wealth. Remember, wealth that's too much on display attracts not only envy, but also the gaze of those who could prevent you from growing. So, if you really want to get rich, make your moves quietly. Invest in silence, accumulate wealth without making noise, and only speak when it's impossible to hide. And when that day comes, you'll realize that silence was your best ally. As Robert Greene said in the book The 48 Laws of Power, always say less than necessary. And that, my friend, is perhaps the only rule that separates those who achieve from those who only dream. If you liked this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell, because here we reveal what no one has the courage to tell. And if you want more videos on how to make money without anyone noticing, comment below, "I want to play this game."